brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We are starting off in the world for a little 44-person team action battle. We are on the Magenta Bros, so let's go ahead and claim our spots up in Asia. I definitely do feel like getting the spots in Asia and taking over Asia is the most important for a team battle. I feel like this is the best location. So we do have one other Magenta Bro teammate up here, so that's going to work out really well for us. And we're going to kind of go into our safe expansion for the time being, having a little bit more troops, so the first person we encounter will be a little bit stronger. So we do have Missouri. He is our closest neighbor, again our teammate, so feeling pretty good about that. We could actually expand a little bit more, but yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go for a little bit of a land grab, as we don't really have any threats around us. Our closest neighbors are these red and white players, but they're going to be very interested and preoccupied with themselves, just trying to see how they can maneuver around each other, maybe even attack each other. So let's go ahead and go into our infinite expansion path right now, see what kind of land we can get, see if we can go on that bot. Unfortunately, we cannot, so let's start going into our bot phase right now. What are we doing for the bot phase? Well, we do want to just push out on the weak bots, surprise, surprise, and then just I really would like to go south. There's still a lot of opportunity down there, as east and west are going to be kind of spoken for. I'm going to save my eastern expansion for the time being until that bot Ivy up there is getting it. It gets taken out by the bots over there. That'll kind of open up my expansion path, and we'll just keep working our way south. And now we can finally go over there. So that's going to work out really well for us. That's going to be the least concerning place I look at. I really want to push down south, because if I don't get the land to the east, oh, shoot. Okay, well, we get full sent here in a very unfortunate scenario. This guy did take us out rather early, so we'll take him out. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but that's fine. No problem there. We'll just continuously do that. And we still do have the crown, and our second place player is Missouri, so off to a very good, strong start for the team. And let's keep pushing in over this way through the bots, and then we will accept some truces and get some other truces out so we can continue to expand, as nobody's taken out this big red bot yet. So we join in. Now everybody kind of realizes it. So that worked out really well. And let's see. Missouri's over here pretty strong. That's working out really well for us. We do have some purple strength, so Thailand is very weak, so let's go ahead and go into Thailand. He's only got about 10,000 troops, so we quickly take him out, grab a little bit more land for ourselves, and then just kind of look around to see what is next. Let's again try and get a truce with player 49, as he's going into this white player, so that might be a good opportunity for us to join in. And we'll just kind of give this a minute, see if he's going to full send. I'd love to join in. I'm just kind of waiting to get 2 million troops myself. I don't really want to be too weak, as he does look like he full sends, so let's join in, grabbing all of this land over here and cutting off the blue player from most of it, as he did have a little bit of a delayed reaction. And the Madagascar Empire is also at 50,000 troops, so we're going to join in on that one right away too. Just continuously making sure that we're decent in troops. So I'm just going to continue keep expanding. There's no reason not to. Yes, it will give us borders on more people, but for right now, this is a golden opportunity for us, as nobody over here is that strong. We have a lot of opportunity to gain all of Europe in one fell swoop, so we're definitely going to take advantage of that. And we do manage to grab all of it. Player 49 does attack us. That was to be expected. He has never accepted our truce. So we are at 70,000 pixels though, so we're doing rather well. The second place player is at 33, and this guy just left. So a little bit unfortunate for us, as we don't really have borders to grab any of that, and I don't really want to either. I want to have an opportunity to build up my troops. And oh, let's grab this little bit of land. Looks like we lost somebody. Let's go down there. Let's continue in over here. This is a good opportunity as well. Let's grab a little bit more free land. As we push into Africa, we're looking rather strong. Player 49, again, is probably our strongest enemy. Bahamas has 1 million troops. He's very weak, but this black contingency is a little bit scary. Let's see what we could do. The world is basically magenta, so there's not necessarily a wrong way to go. So what am I going to do? I'm probably just going to attack Bahamas. He's going to get very strong here if we just leave him alone. So let's just continuously pushing through, watching out to make sure that the German Empire... Oh, player 49 does full send us. That was to be expected, so let's just collapse in on that and continue on into the Bahamas, taking him out one by one. And we are at about 5 million troops, so we're not necessarily short troops anyways. He does leave, huge for us, so that worked out really well, as we can just continuously focus in taking out the rest of the world, as the game is definitely in our control. Let's go ahead and go into this. Okay, they're both attacking me. Let's just save up troops here. I don't really want to get... We could still potentially lose this. So let's just save up our troops so that we can just go into everybody very easily. Missouri is doing rather well over there. He can kind of hold off the white team. So German Empire, let's just go ahead and take him out. He's got less than 2 million troops. And then we can go into Saudi. And then we can go into player 101 and the Portuguese Empire. So We'll just quickly take out everybody here, as Missouri is going to be able to wrap up those islands down south. Now we can kind of push through the Saudis and then player 101 down into the boats over there. So let's go ahead and take out the Saudis and take him out, and then we'll go clear out through Africa. Now the white player is starting to work his way up through South America, so we do need to make sure that we get there a little bit quicker, try and save as many teammates as possible. As player 162's only real expansion path is through Americas. I'm not sure how weak they are, but I do not want to have to deal with that large of a threat, even though we do have over double his pixels right now. Not sure if that's going to hold, so let's continuously push down, knock out these, and then send some boats down to south or into Antarctica, making sure that we can, again, try and save as many people as possible. Let's go ahead and finish off these little boats as we wait. Right to bear arms does have about 2 million trips, so we might be able to hold out just long enough for us to get our boat over there. We have 2 boats, one going into South America, one going into Antarctica. So the one in South America is almost there, as another player unfortunately does leave. So this guy is actually building up a decent troop base. Now, again, we do have control of the majority of the world, so there's no chance of him mounting a real comeback. So let's just go ahead and take this guy out right now as we do land. So he's going to have a much harder time, as Missouri also has landed. That's huge for us, and we land in South America. So we should be able to save at least, oh, darn it, one more teammate. Okay, we were able to get him over there, I think, but we'll just go ahead and wrap things up here. Give a little GG's to all involved, and we'll go on to the next one. Okay, next map up is just going to be an island. It's going to be a 12-person free-for-all. We planted our flag down here nice and early in the center spot. Feeling pretty good about taking over this island in particular. I could go up north. This is actually be a good spot. Okay, everybody's leaving. Yeah, I'm going to just try. Okay, so I was trying to pick an island that was less populated. They're both equal in size, so that was kind of my determining factor. We'll just kind of have to see how things go from here. As there's a player 773 right next to us, let's try and give him a truce and see what his thoughts are. Now, overall, what are we looking for? Well, we just need to expand. We need to get away from these 2 players, so I'd love to go west. That would be pretty good for us. So let's go ahead and hit these bots where they are very weak. As we do have about, you know, a little bit of a pixel or troop advantage on player 773, so let's try and turn that into a larger pixel advantage, as he's got some pretty good size. He's above us on the leaderboard, so let's just continue to keep pushing, see if we can cut him off a little bit from his expansion and keep our expansion hopes alive. I'm going to push him through some bots that are a little bit bigger just in order to do that. I don't want him to have too much land. He's already very big. Let's continue pushing and keep going, and if we can get this one Helen bot, then I'll feel pretty good. And let's try and encapsulate him a little bit, see what we can do. Now, that Helen bot is basically done, and then we can just go into Katie, and that will completely encapsulate him. He doesn't have a chance of going anywhere else, as we do manage to get the crown. So he's going to go eastwards. That frees us up on the west, and now we can go up this little peninsula as long as we can beat this yellow player over there. So let's give some slightly bigger attacks to make sure that that gets done. As we do manage to beat him to the race, and now we can go up into here and grab all of this land over here. This guy's not necessarily expanding very fast, so we have an opportunity. Hopefully those guys will kind of beat up on each other. Android user is attacking us. A little bit unfortunate. We'll just continue ignoring that, as he is rather weak, so I'm not too concerned, as the this pink player up in the north does seem to realize what's going on and grabbed most of the land rather quickly, but we do get a good chunk of it, ending up in about first place right now, so that worked out really well for us. So now becomes the tightrope of navigating this situation, where we touch four of the 9 players, probably 4 of the stronger players, but the Apotheosis does take the crown from us, so I feel pretty confident in taking out Android user, who has been attacking us pretty religiously. So we do have second place. We do have this one bot to get down here, and now we can kind of see what's going on. Wummy over here is very large, but he doesn't necessarily have a ton of troops. So let's try and stir some drama, get everybody to attack each other. Apotheosis will just kind of be up there. I think we'll just leave him alone. I want to take out this island over here first, just kind of see how things are going to go. Now, none of these guys are giving me any kind of symbol of being like, yep, let's attack him or not. They might be seeing through my game. So let's go ahead and go into player 773, the weaker of the 2. Just see if we can knock him out a little bit quickly before Help Me Win builds up troops, as we do still have a little bit of a pixel advantage on Help Me Win. So, he full sends us. Wonderful news. So we get all of that land. Help Me Win gets almost nothing, and we do get the crown in a very safe position for us, as Apotheosis and Help Me Win are the only ones that really touch borders with us. So let's go ahead and grab this little island just to further our pixel advantage, and then kind of reevaluate. Now, what we can do from here, Help Me Win was going into Wummy. And he's still going into Wummy. Interesting. Okay. So Wummy might full send or attack, help me win. We could also use this time to go into Apotheosius. So let's just kind of see how things are going to go from here. As Wummy does get the crown, is probably going to take the crown away. He does, just based off taking out that one player. So that's huge for him. Now we are at about 3 million troops, so let's kind of see what happens here. We could go and help me win, but that would just further help the crown. But yeah, this guy over here, he's very strong. He could go into the crown. He's got good borders on him. I don't know really what to do here. Both of them have good borders. The only person that does have good borders is me. So let's go ahead and take the person that we probably have the most to gain from. Let's try and truce with the crown. Hopefully this this pink player will attack Wummy. And this guy leaves, so that's huge for us. We get all of this land for free, so we benefited tremendously from this. Oh, he did have a boat going in there. That's unfortunate. But now we're in a 2v1, and these guys are both very strong. So I was kind of hoping that they would stir a little bit of drama between each other. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, so let's go ahead and get the guy that we have better borders with and start attacking him down now. And this will keep us... This strategy is going to work out because Wummy, anytime he's going to boat, I'm just going to take all my focus away and knocking off this boat. So I'm just going to keep him off and manage my borders. And if we can do that, then we're just going to win the game. So he is sending a lot of troops in on that. I'm not going to get caught up in attacking too frequently. Let's just try and get him down a little bit more. And there he is. So he's off. So let's just make sure next time he does that we get him off in one fell swoop. We don't want to have to do that again. And now we are free to attack once again into this player. So knocking him down, he's at about 3 million troops. So these two, oh, he does full send us. That's exactly what we wanted. That attack almost did nothing. We grab all of this land. So we grab majority of the land. We extend our pixel count lead. Wummy is down to about 4 million troops. So he's not necessarily too large as we continue to grab a lot of land. We do have about a 10,000 pixel advantage. So we can go into Wummy rather aggressively here. So that will be pretty good for us. He does want the truce. Not going to give it to him. Let's just keep attacking into him, just slowly but surely whittle him down as we do. So just keep taking him down and then hit him slowly but surely. We don't want to over attack at this point. We do have pretty similar troops, so but eventually we will wear him down. Probably will take another minute or so in order to get this accomplished, but he is losing. So we are gaining pixels. We did have about 10,000 pixel advantage. Now we have about 13,000. So things are working out for us. We just need to keep up the pressure. His counterattacks aren't doing as much as he would hope. So we'll just keep up the pressure here, keep attacking. And now we've got about 14,000 pixel advantage. So things are working out for us rather well. And again, he wants the truce. We're not going to give it to him. We're just going to keep whittling him down. Keep going on the half mark. We are not gaining a lot of land out of this, which is to be expected. We're not trying to get a lot of land out of this right now. We're just trying to get his troop count down. So let's just keep up the pressure, keep up the attack, and especially now that we have maximized our advantage. So let's just keep doing this. And he is down to less than 5 million troops, so things are working for us in our favor. We just got to keep up the pressure here. So he's down to about 5 million troops, somewhere around that neighborhood. Again, we're very slowly kicking him off the island. Now, the problem will be when we do kick him off the island, how do we kick him off the next island? So, or get onto the next island ourselves. That'll definitely be an issue here. So we just need to, well, first we need to accomplish the first mission. We'll just be very aggressive with the attacks on the boat side of things. If he wants to waste all of his troops trying to kick us off, we will waste all of our troops trying to stay on, and we'll have the troop advantage, so it'll work out in our favor as we are slowly but surely winning this. Again, we got about 16,000 troop pixel advantage, so he's almost off. He's down to about 3 million troops, so we just need to keep attacking, keep doing our thing, making sure to keep our troop count nice and high, and there we go. So now we're going to need to boat in, so let's get that done. He's trying to boat back into us, so we'll just kick him off our island, make sure to stay on his, and there we go. He's down to 3 million troops. Let's just keep doing this. Again, he's spending a lot of troops to try and kick us off the island. He does full send through a boat, so we'll just wait for that to finish, and then we'll take all of the land. So didn't necessarily work out, didn't do a lot of damage. And we finish off the game here. And as we do, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you've made it this far in the video. If you haven't made it this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps me out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put up videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.